What we're saying is that the violence against any members of any group because of who they are is not going to be tolerated anywhere in the country, and President Obama is going to sign this law.
That's right.
We just marked the 11th anniversary of the brutal murder of Matthew Shepard, and his parents have worked courageously and tirelessly for this legislation to say that such a despicable act would never be tolerated again in this country. We named the bill for Matthew, as well as for James Byrd Jr., a black man who was killed in 1998 in a terrible, horrible thing, and all because of his race.
That's right.
Now, President Obama has changed, of course, the last administration regarding this legislation. We couldn't pass this before without facing a veto. Now, we face the signing pen, yes, and what a difference that is. It's long overdue. Hate crimes instill fear in those who have no connection to the victim other than a shared characteristic such as race or sexual orientation. Don't ever forget, it's not just the victim of the crime. It's everybody else who fits in the same category who has to think they may be next. Now, for nearly 150 years, we've responded as a nation to deter and punish violent denials of civil rights by enacting federal laws to protect the civil rights of all our citizens. Well, the Matthew Shepard and James Byrd Jr. Hate Crimes Prevention Act continues that great and honorable tradition. We show once again that America not only values tolerance, but America will protect every one of its citizens. I know how important it is to local law enforcement to have these resources, because sometimes in a small prosecutor's office, a small sheriff's office, small police chief's office, you don't have the resources to go after what you know instinctively is a hate crime. But you also know, and this is the one thing that just spurred me on over and over and over again when we had roadblocks put in our way. It's not just the one victim. It is everybody else in the community who fits in that category. Because they go home at night and they wonder on the way home, am I going to be next? Whoever was the victim, because of their race, their sexual orientation, or disability, whatever it was, anybody else who fits in that same category, when they've seen the news about that crime, they think, am I going to be next? I want to make sure there is no next.